got the lowly Jets.
What a time to be alive.
Y'all got the lowly Jets. I'm not yelling this week.
Y'all opened up with the Jets.
This ain't the same Jets, and you know it's not the same Jets. This Jet got a broken wing. It ain't got nobody on flight, no flight attendants, no nothing.
I had a really
Snakes
dark
on the plane.
joke, but I left it there.
This shit
I
a
left it
cargo
in my head.
plane.
Especially in New York.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no humble shit. Keys, I'll start with you. How does this game go?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they trash. We know they trash. You can't go in there and play with them. You can't. You know, this type of game where you know you got a short week. You know you got a division game 30, so you want to make this game so your starter's not playing in the fourth quarter. Like, if we've been realistic about this, we know they're gonna play hard. You know, they Aaron Glenn coach team. They're gonna play hard, but the talent level not there. Like, it's just not there. Regardless of how hard they play, they starting 33-year-old Tyrod Taylor, however who he is. I mean, it's time to we talked about it on Monday. I've been talking about it for weeks. It's time to keep setting them positive trends. Keep getting turnovers on defense. Keep on holding the offense under 20 points. But I guess when you're playing this team, this is not a get right game because the Ravens have won 4 in a row, but it's a get right game where you need to see the Ravens on offense get better. You need to see them be able to run the ball better. You need to see Lamar get the ball out a little bit faster. But I mean, what can you do behind the offensive line, man? So hopefully you want to see them play better. But like I said, the Jets still got some players moving down on, but it should be over by the end of the third quarter. You got to get ready for the division. You can't overlook the Jets as an NFL game, but at the same time, you just want to get better. You got to keep building the 4 wins in a row. Keep building. You played them hard teams, them playoff teams at the beginning of the season, and now you're taking advantage of this middle part of the schedule. That's all it is. You can't get too high or get too low. I mean, these teams. Granted, the Bears are what the Bears are, but we'll see Sunday really what the Bears are. But it's not. It's two in the Dolphins. It's Shador and Dylan Gravy and the Browns. So you're not too high, but also like you always say, you're happy to win NFL games. You're happy to get back 5-5 after the way you started. You gotta keep it going, man. It's not. I don't think it's not a lot of schematics that need to go in with this game. Nah. Just go out there and win the game. Take care of the Jets and get ready for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I'm among the same beliefs, Scott. I mean, I don't really view the Jets too much of a threat, but I'm not on the field either. This is a game, obviously, you can't overlook. And the good thing about starting 1-5 is it takes away that belief that we're better than other teams or we are the Baltimore Ravens and we just belong. Like, it forces you to lock in, concentrate, and not take anybody lightly. Things that we've done in the past. In the past, this might have been one of those games that were one of those letdown situations that could where you lose a game that you're not supposed to lose, and it's one of those things where you lose focus. I don't think that's going to be the case here. I don't know if they're talented enough to make us pay in that regard either. I mean, they had to sit Justin Fields because they want to see what type of talent they have with their new pass catchers, John Mechie and A.D. Mitchell. Anytime you have to sit your starting quarterback because he can't throw to your wide receivers enough for you to evaluate them, it's a problem, right? And then you bring in Tyrod Taylor as if he's like a quintessential thrower. So, it's a beautiful time to be alive. It's a beautiful time to try to get to 6-5. You mentioned Thursday, we play the Bengals, so clearly that's a huge game. That's on our radar. And to Key's point, we would love to wrap this up as quickly as possible. We've played 3 straight games in a row, went 3-0. Now we have some home cooking. Let's take advantage of the home cooking, and let's also use that crowd, use how good the defense has been. I want to see continue to get pressure. I saw some pressure, when Shador came in last week. Now, obviously, he was holding the ball a little too long on running backwards. People won't talk about that. But it made it was so bad that they were giving compliments to Zach Orr as if he was Mike McDonald. If that's the case, let's see some more of it, right? If that's where we at with it, week 11, week 12, I want to see more. So one thing on offense that's concerning, as Keys mentioned, was the red zone. That's been a year-long issue. It is very concerning when you have people like Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Keaton Mitchell, even Mark Andrews is a red zone threat. Isaiah Likely is a red zone threat. You have weapons down there, but for some reason things aren't connecting Part of it is the offensive line. We know about that already. Lamar Jackson sacked 23 times this year, which is, I think it matches the total last year. So he's already gotten to last year's total through 7 games played, because remember, he missed some time.
A lot of football left.
You know what I mean? And they asked him about it. He said, God damn. Like, anytime your quarterback is on the podium, like, God damn. Like, it's a problem. It's a problem. And you can't be a great red zone offense if you can't protect your quarterback and if you can't get a push. We can't run the ball in the red zone either. It starts with the O-line. You got to push men. Push men and get them out of your way so we can run forward. We're going backwards oftentimes. And, you know, until we figure that out. Now, John Harbaugh said that the offensive line he thinks is performing better week after week. He's saying that he doesn't feel that it's an issue. He's playing his best 5. I don't know if that's I don't know where to pinpoint the issues. It might be his best 5. We don't know. We talk about Emory Jones like he's like a Pro Bowl guard. He's a rookie. He's a rookie offensive lineman that hasn't played one snap, and that we drafted injured, and we keep drafting injured players, acting like we're extracting the value out of it. No, we're drafting injured players that aren't ready to contribute when we need them to contribute, and then wonder why, right? So I mean, listen, it could be the best 5, but then we gotta look at EDC. You know what I mean? Like, you have Rosengarten who has regressed. You have number 77 who's regressed. You have Voorhees who hasn't taken the step that you thought he would take. At what point were you going to think, hey, maybe we should bring in some competition just in case these young offensive linemen aren't who we think they are, or just in case there's some regression? Because you plan for progression, but you got to plan for both. It can go both ways. So we'll see. But as far as Sunday, I'm expecting a beatdown, Skull. It's not a division game. They don't see us, twice a year. Let's beat their ass.
Yeah.
Something y'all couldn't do.
I mean, we won. That's all I care about. I don't care if we kept our belt on.
After week 1, we thought Justin Fields may have been our All-Pro this year.
Oh shit! I thought we thought it was his year.
He was
Y'all know
trending
what
up,
that.
though.
Y'all know what that week was. That was revenge. That was y'all didn't want me. I'm gonna show you why you should want me. And ever since that game, he's been proving
show the
it.
NFL why they should want him.
Because
God
he
damn,
did it
it's
for the Bengals, too.
He did put up points against the Bengals. Maybe
Everybody
he
put up
does
points
that.
against the Bengals.
That is not hard to do.
But everybody
It's
get
not
a
hard
piece
to
of
do.
that.
Yeah. Damn.
Neighborhood.
But no, I think it's a game score. They dominate too. The Ravens, they should at least. It took a month to get here. You 5-5 now. This is what we forecasted. This is what we talked about for the last month on this show. Can you take it from 1-5 to 5-5 with that light schedule? Now you got the Jets Sunday with a chance to get above 500 with the Bengals lurking a week from tonight. So let's get to it, right? I mean, I'm looking at the defense. Can they continue to get pressure on the quarterback? We've seen since they acquired the guy from the Titans, Jones. They've got pressure on the quarterback the last 2 weeks. They've looked good as a unit. Granted, the quarterbacks that they're facing aren't top tier. We'll see Joe Burrows next week. We'll see Aaron Rodgers possibly the week after. Jordan Love mixed in there, Drake May. So we'll really get to see what this defense really is over the next 5 to 6 weeks. But what they've done over the past month, they perform with who's on the schedule. What do we always talk about? Be who on the schedule.
No, that's what I talk about, and y'all give me shit for it. But
Well, I'm
it's
bigging,
working for
I'm
y'all
bigging
now.
you up right now.
It's working for y'all now.
I'm bigging you up.
How
yeah.
Full
convenient.
circle move.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
I'm bigging you up right
Boy.
now. But offensively, I think they both alluded to it greatly. They got to execute in the red zone. I'm tired of seeing the ball inside the 5 and it's taking us 3 to 4 downs to punch that ball in. Like, let's get that ball in on 1st and 2nd down. Like, it's to the point. What was it? Last week we saw the rollout again to the right. Like, we still seeing a play that don't work. In the games that we know we can't have that moment. We can't squander a possession. We can't squander a play. Like, every possession, every play means something essentially to us because, like we talked about, we playing playoff football. So I want to see A just continue to execute. Has he looked a little off since he came back? Sure, but they win in football games. How many times has Lamar carried this football team? Okay, the defense done carried him over the past month. About time. That's complimentary football. That's what we talk about. So as we head into November, we head into the bun of this schedule. I'm expecting 8, your MVP, to, all right, take it up a notch. Let's make some plays. I really want to see Likely get involved. I know he started the season off injured, And just haven't seen him involved how I would like to see him involved in the offense. I think he just stretches the offense out. I think he's Lamar's safety blanket. I just don't think they've got him involved in the offense enough. Got to get Zay the ball early, too. I like the quick shots to him and just let him create. Like, there's no reason Zay's not touching the ball on the first possession. That's your top receiver. That's your playmaker. Like, get the ball in your playmaker's hands. And we saw Monk and draw it up and dice it up a little bit last week. And so I'm expecting more of that this week, hopefully, because like we said, we in must-win games. There's no time to hold nothing back. So it's a game that I think the Ravens should win. I'm not really worried about Tyrod Taylor at this stage in his career. Given the weapons that he does have, like outside of Breece Hall, like what are we really talking about on that offense?
Yeah, what you there?
Is Lamar just resting extra? Are these injuries something to speak on, or?
I thought it was odd going back to preseason, 2 weeks before the regular season started, when he got that we still don't know what it is, ankle foot injury.
77 stepped on him, right?
And we never knew what really was the issue, what the severity was. I asked, did we get an MRI? That was an issue. But here we are. I'm not saying that's connected to subsequent injuries, but we weren't told what the injury was to begin with, which tells me there is a veil of secrecy that they wanted surrounding that injury. From the Bills game on, he didn't look completely like eight. We've watched him for many a seasons. We know what his burst looks like. We know what that acceleration, that lateral looks like. It ain't been all there, right?
Since week one. And then we're talking about a hammy. Then we're talking about a which
knee.
can come from overextending whatever possibly occurred in the preseason.
You're talking about a knee, talking about an ankle.
Yeah.
I don't know what's lingering.
Is this all on the same leg? Or
We don't know.
You just don't know nothing.
We don't know.
Yeah.
And it's a different one every week at this point. So...
I mean, but the coach needs to just come out and say he's not practicing every Wednesday. I don't like.
Yeah, that's why I asked if this
come out and
rest.
say it. We know he's not going to practice every Wednesday now. It's been 3 weeks in a row.
And there's
So
coaches
just say
that do that.
We do that.
Yeah,
Like,
just say
this
that.
is
Like,
maintenance.
just
Yeah.
say it. Just
Yeah.
say. So
We
don't,
do
but
that.
don't have the national media every Wednesday saying, "Oh, Lamar's not practicing." It gets annoying when we know he's going to practice the next day. Like we know he's going to practice on Thursday. We know he's going to practice Friday. So John Harbaugh, stop being an idiot and just come out and say he's not going to practice every Wednesday for the rest of the season. And what's the problem with that?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing because they lie about practices.
Yeah.
But what type of game do you have? He's going to play. Like it's no gamesmanship at this point in time. They know what you're going to do. What?
Yeah, at this point, I'm
on,
preparing for
I think-
Lamar.
Yeah, like
they are
regardless
not.
of- yeah,
I think
regardless,
there's gamemanship
like-
in the fact that his sack rate is up. He's career low rushing totals. Clearly, he's not running the ball for a reason. There's
Yeah,
plenty of
something-
times where
yeah.
he's holding the ball and there's lanes to get loose, and he's not taking those lanes to get loose.
Yeah, something up.
It's self-preservation and it's hobble.
Yeah.
So I get them not trying to tell the league, yo, Lamar's injured and this is where he's hurt. Come get him.
Right there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I get that part, but I just feel the way we handle things in general is just a little too secretive. And if you don't want him to get killed, why is the offensive line looking like the way it is? Why didn't we go and get more help during the trade deadline? We're going to get compensatory picks. We got draft picks hoarded up. Why don't we ain't sending some?
Got all over the cap space that we could have spent.
Why don't we grabbing some competition so that if you don't think 77 is the answer or Voorhees is the answer, how about you have some competition, push them? Maybe that'll bring the best out of them, as opposed to just giving them the job and letting them fail.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, it's teams. I know we do it. Tuesday, Wednesday. You
get
you
a rest day. And that's all
can
it's for.
rest. TJ, rest. Anybody over the age of 30-something, rest.
John Harbaugh's such a stickler for practice time. And he got to put an injury in there. He got to say his ankle, knee, or hamstring. And I think Lamar is really hurt. But at the same time, just say that you're resting every Wednesday. Not injury-related rest. You don't need to put anything on it. You can
That's
literally
the
put not
designation.
injury-related rest.
Yeah,
Just
that-
let him rest every Wednesday.
Enough here back.
Yeah,
The way
he
played
get a
the
rest
game,
day
he
Wednesday.
can
I mean,
earn that
he
back.
already missed, 3.5 games this year.
You preserving them.
So
Yeah.
what? So you know you got a stretch run. You still got still got 4 division games left. Let's say you resting them. Like why? John Harbaugh, the whole they playing pretty darn good to me. Like why? Like he just I don't know. if it's coach talk, I don't know what that is. Like, it goes beyond coach talk to me.
That's
it
not
goes,
coach talk.
Yeah, you have that much pride and that much bravado that you just can't say the line is bad. Just say that the line is bad. Like, don't keep on coming out saying they playing good when each and every Sunday we see what's happening.
Nick's point earlier, when they asked Lamar about the sacks, don't ask me, ask the offensive line.
Like,
so with that statement,
and that being vocal and
with that statement, that's completely contrasting to what Harbaugh is saying is, hey, they playing good. Lamar is saying, don't ask me. I can't block for myself. Ask these big motherfuckers in front of me.
Damn, go ask them.
Yeah, I don't want to get hit. Ask them.
Granted, Tyler did come on and say, we got to play better, but that's not, just play better.
And then Tyler's an undersized center, so in pass blocking, the leverage he's supposed to get, he doesn't get. So when your interior guards up, and then your center is undersized, he's a great run blocker, but in pass protection, nose tackles is taking advantage of him. He's too small. So it's like everything interior, we're getting pushed back. The tackles can only do but so much. Everything interior is coming, and it's coming into Lamar's knees.
And the most important part of football is the interior of the offensive line, and interior of the defensive line. The two most important units on the field, and you bad on both sides of the ball. So that's why I'm glad to take advantage of the easy schedule. But I don't know how it's going to come December and January when you got to play these better teams who got who toughness up front on both sides. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I mean, we're going to see. I mean, we're probably going to see this weekend, but maybe not next weekend. But you got the Pittsburgh Steelers looming in 3 weeks. You're going to see. Like they got some, on that defensive line. They got some players, and Tyler Lamar, if they're not going to hold up, if they're not going to start playing better, they're gonna get taken advantage of. That's what I'm saying. Like that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner for him. That's so. And to your point, Nick, like John Harbaugh can say like they're playing. That's not a John Harbaugh thing, even though it is an EDC thing, man. He can play. I mean, that probably is the best 5 he got, and that's the problem. That's what he's provided. That's what he provided. So it is. I mean, we know Ben Cleveland not better than him. So what, you have the main backup is trash. You got the starter trash, your main backup trash. Like Nick said, you bring in a rookie who's coming off of shoulder surgery. He's close to playing. Like you think I want to throw him in there in the divisional round or wild card round against potentially, the Bills, the Steelers or something like that? I don't want to see that. So you could have went and got a Bradley Bowles, you could have got a Zeitler at the deadline. You could have traded for somebody.
And my issue with Ravens fans, not issue with Ravens fans, but issue with certain perspectives is, we will never criticize EDC. We'll give him carte blanche, top 10 moniker GM because Ozzie Newsome drafted Lamar. Right? I give you a 2-time MVP, should be 3-time MVP, future Hall of Famer, best dual threat quarterback we've ever seen. I gift you that. That's you. I'm in the background now. Go ahead and do what you do now.
Yeah, and regardless how you feel, Mark Andrews too. Regardless how you feel about him,
and Mark
Andrews,
franchise leader in reception yards and about to be the franchise leader in receptions. I
5,000
gift
yards
you
is
that.
crazy.
That's the status quo.
That's crazy. 5,000 yards leading the right franchise is crazy. That's what I said. That's it.
Yeah, nah, you know how it
it's
goes.
probably it's
cool. Derek Mason was a transplant.
When he said, I'm like, Derek Mason started in Tennessee.
Was a Titan. You know what I mean?
He started Tennessee. But you're right. I gave
Torrey
you
Smith gotta be top 5. Shit.
Yeah, I gave you 2 future Hall of Famers, and EDC got Kyle.
I mean, to Key's point a couple weeks ago, Kyle was the NFL's thinking too hard about shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
Same with Terrell Suggs. I mean, we've gotten gifted Hall of Famers before, but my point is, how do you not have the trenches on point?
Mm-hmm.
Every year.
For ball.
Every year.
Like, it's a perennial
every
issue.
year thing, man.
My thing is, if you make a mistake or you make a series of mistakes one season, learn from them, attack those mistakes the next off season. Nobody's tripping. Mm-hmm. Nigga, how's we having the same mistakes 3, 4, 5 straight seasons in a fucking row?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only player that should be able to cripple your team like that is your quarterback. Losing Nami should not be make that line like that.
How are you a top 10 GM and everything goes to shit when your quarterback has to sit down for 3 weeks?
Talk about it.
My nigga, the roster is not the greatest. It's cool on paper, but again, you got to remember how this superlative shit work. If you play on a good team, you're going to get superlatives, right? So if I'm Steph Curry averaging 30, and I'm KD averaging 30, and I'm Clay averaging 22, yeah, the nigga that wants to set a pick might get a superlative. Because we're winning as a collective, but he ain't really doing shit. We doing the heavy lifting, but everybody gets to eat from those superlatives. So yeah, when the Ravens is 14-3, and you have an MVP quarterback, yeah, you're gonna see some people get some All-Pro nods, some Pro Bowl nods.
Yeah.
But where's that shit be when you need it?
Because where's Willie Snead not in the league?
Am I tripping?
Like,
No.
Marquise Brown, number 5 wide receiver in the depth chart. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like,
Age is
Exactly.
elevating. And
Exactly.
yeah.
the players that were good.
I mean, shit, I'm dealing with it.
The-
Ben left, and this is like, yo, goddamn.
Like, the players that were good are still good. like your Namdis, the players that are good are still good. They still gonna be around. But then the players that weren't good,
That benefit,
got to that point that got the added status. They suck, and they continue to suck. They not in the league. Most of them not in the league no more.
My last point. Last year, we got kudos for having a above average O-line, right? So when Lamar's healthy, when he's able to elude bull pressure, I can make y'all look better. I make my teammates look better because I don't get sacked because I'm moving and shaking. Once my legs are compromised a little bit, I'm not moving and shaking as much, and now you're seeing the real O-line. So is it regression, or is it relying on Lamar so much that he's hurt now and things are going to shit?
And the Ravens, and they know what's happening because they're getting their beat reporters to put out numbers like, oh, they third in the league in holding penalties, and then they average in they third in the league in holding penalties and something, whatever the other stat was, and the amount of sacks they gave. Not the amount of sacks, it was something else, but whatever it was, they was both top 5. So I'm saying they giving a PR run instead of, because they know what's happening. They clearly see that this offensive line is bad. So now they're giving that main team reporters the information. Tweet that they giving up the holding penalties down. They giving the third fewest holding penalties. Like, what type of bullshit is that? Like,
Yeah, because the people are getting home.
Yeah, like, what type
They
of
too
bullshit?
quick.
They too quick to hold.
Yeah,
They
that's
too
what I'm saying.
quick. Oh, shit.
Can't
What
hold, but
type
you
of,
can't catch.
I want to know what that other thing is.
While you look that up before we try to score predictions before we.
Ravens 31, Jets 13.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like one of them scenarios where like you had that long-term relationship, shit didn't go right, and you back outside and you got
Stun on me.
I gotta get back right. Like,
Yeah.
like I need a blowout, man.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Double entendre.
I'm just saying, like, I need belt to ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we gotta get the confident. Like the win streak is cool, but it hasn't been that belt to ass we need.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we need.
Yeah.
So it's 30 to 13. Maybe?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, before it was the third fewest holding penalties, 8, and then it was the also tied for the 6th fewest false starts. So they put
They
the
They find the middle, guys.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a main team reporter that's putting out there. So you see they trying to get they know what the national narrative about it is. They see it happening or whatever. Then you got your quarterback coming out there saying like, yo, don't talk about that. Like, talk about that. This not on me. And now they tweeting that. But with that thing, give me the Ravens 34-9.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
They shouldn't be. The Jets shouldn't be scoring no touchdowns
I don't think they should
Sunday.
score a
They shouldn't be scoring.
They should not.
Field goal. I mean, they're gonna try. Every NFL team gonna move the ball. I'm gonna get lucky. Whatever. They should field goal. It shouldn't be no touchdown.
Last week you had the excuse it's a division game on the road. You don't have an excuse to be playing with food this week. If I see the same situation to where it's a fourth quarter game, I'm officially concerned.
Especially with what's lurking Thursday night.
A win is a win, but I'd be officially concerned if we play around with this team. So.
Cool. All right. Let's go behind the curtain.
When I want some sports news, Nitty Gritty's definitely who I'm tuning into, man. They show up each week with that uncut, that raw, that unfiltered sports news.
They say the things that everyone else wishes that they can say, but they can't.
Every Tuesday and Saturday, I am locked into my favorite sports show, Nitty Gritty.
Nitty Gritty, the best show out right now. Tune in and listen, stupid.